get everyone in the mood for Thanksgiving and ready for the big budget announcement coming next week, we are proud to announce the winner of American Experiment's first ever Golden Turkey Award that recognizes wasteful spending at the state level. With a $1.5 billion surplus quickly turning into a $2.4 billion deficit due to the shutdowns, Minnesotans will soon be focusing their attention on the budget process that will take place in next year's legislative session. And so in that context, we thought it would be good to have a little fun and really point the finger at wasteful Minnesota government spending. The 2021 session is still some weeks away, but the drumbeat is already beginning to raise taxes to support runaway growth in Minnesota's state budget. Today's Golden Turkey Award helps to make the case that there's a better way, that not only is it possible to cut state spending, it is necessary to cut state spending, and that is the smart way to close any budget deficit that the state may face. And our polling shows that Minnesotans know this. We have a couple of times asked the question, what percentage of Minnesota state spending would you estimate is probably wasted? The first time we asked that question, the median answer was 28%. The second time we asked the question, the median answer was 29%. That's what most Minnesotans think our state government wastes year after year. So wasteful spending is a huge issue. And we are trying to highlight that issue in a kind of lighthearted way with our Golden Turkey Award. We launched the Golden Turkey Award about 10 days ago with the 4 nominees for the first ever Golden Turkey, and it really took off. Thousands of Minnesotans, driven largely by social media, voted in the Golden Turkey contest. And we're here today to announce the final standings and the winner of the first ever Golden Turkey Award. Here they are. In 4th place was a program called Lawns to Legumes. And under that program, our state government gave homeowners $350 apiece with a total allocation of $900,000 not to mow their lawns. Now, what the neighbors think about this, we don't know. But the reason why the state government wanted Minnesotans not to mow their lawns was ostensibly to provide more habitat for bees. I would submit that if bee habitat is our prime concern, there are way easier and way cheaper and way better ways to achieve that goal than by paying Minnesotans not to cut their lawns. And that was a pretty good nominee, in my opinion, for this year's Golden Turkey, but it finished in 4th place as Minnesotans voted. In 3rd place, and this is one, I'm going to have to read this because I can't paraphrase it. I literally can't understand what this even means. But the 3rd place finisher was a grant for $1,000 that was given out of the legacy fund, which, by the way, has become a real source of wasteful government spending. This $1,000 was given out of the legacy fund for what? Well, it was given to a woman to host a, quote, hands-on climate mapping workshop, close quote, where participants would create maps of their own personal emotional terrain of climate change. I have absolutely no idea what that means or what that $1,000 actually was used for. And you might say that, well, does sound really, really stupid, but it's not very much money. And all I can say to that is you would think it was a lot of money if it were your $1,000. And the fact it is your $1,000. All the money that the state government spends, it gets from us. And it's real money to us taxpayers. So that grant finished in 3rd place. The runner-up for the Golden Turkey was the one that I actually voted for. And this was the $57,000 that got paid to celebrity chef Andrew Zimmern, I take it a former Minnesotan, to tweet twice a month as a social media influencer on behalf of Minnesota. The money came from Explore Minnesota, which is our tourism department. And the idea obviously was to promote tourism to the state of Minnesota. But I think most hardworking people who get up and go to work every day would say, if you told them that a celebrity chef got paid $57,000 to do 2 tweets a month, that is easy money and wasteful spending. And it's probably especially inappropriate since Chef Zimmern used the hashtag that was assigned for this project, that is hashtag only an MN, to tweet things about his favorite Minnesota politicians, all of whom, it turns out, are DFLers. So $57,000 to the celebrity chef for tweeting was our runner-up. And now we get to the winner of the first ever Golden Turkey Award. And I will say that the contest was not very close. When Minnesotans, thousands of Minnesotans over the last 10 days, saw the 4 nominees, read the descriptions of those items of government spending, more than 60% actually voted for our winner. So I would say it was kind of a runaway. The winner of the first ever Golden Turkey Award is the $6.9 million state morgue that Governor Tim Walz paid for to house all of the bodies for which there was not going to be enough room in the state's mortuaries and other facilities. And so the state spent $6.9 million to buy a refrigerated fruit warehouse to hold an anticipated thousands of bodies for which there was no room in the places where they are normally stored. Well, happily, that didn't become necessary. No body has ever been stored in the $6.9 million state morgue, nor will any body ever be stored there. And no matter how you feel about COVID, it does seem extraordinary that this investment of millions of dollars was made for the refrigerated fruit warehouse, which, by the way, would take an additional investment if it ever were going to be used as a morgue. It's not ready for that, and more money would have to be spent. Fortunately, doesn't look like that is going to be necessary. So there you have it, the nominees and the winner of the first ever Golden Turkey Award. Now, this is the first of many. We're not going to stop here. We are going to continue to highlight wasteful state government spending to inform taxpayers and to put pressure on legislators. One of the important things that our legislature needs to do is not waste Minnesotans' money. And we know that there are going to be calls for higher taxes in the future, probably starting in this next legislative session. Minnesota doesn't need higher taxes. Minnesota needs smarter spending. We've seen that in our polling over and over again. That's what Minnesotans believe, and that's what our legislators should do. We probably will announce our next Golden Turkey in the first quarter of 2021 during the legislative session, probably either February or March, and we'll make this probably more or less a quarterly award going forward. And thanks to everybody who attended for helping us to have a little fun with our Golden Turkey Award this Thanksgiving week. And in a serious vein, we plan to unveil American Experiment's latest report from our economists, John Phelan and Martha Giolomoli, about the state budget in advance of next week's updated budget forecast announcement. We're going to be releasing a well-researched report that we hope will cause both Governor Walz and Minnesota's legislature to think twice and then think again about raising taxes as the solution to budget issues here in Minnesota. The report, among other things, reveals something that I think will be startling to a lot of Minnesotans, and that is that Minnesota spends more money per capita on welfare programs, that is per person in poverty, than all but 2 other states in this country. We are number 3 on per capita welfare spending, that is per person in poverty. And the amount of money that this state would spend if it was just average, or not even average, if we rated 6th or 7th instead of 3rd, is billions of dollars a year. Those numbers are, I think, going to be shocking to many people here in Minnesota. So watch for that coming out next week. That's going to be the latest report, the next report by Center of the American Experiment. And with that, we will end the press conference. Thank you very much.